All right. So we are here a little bit early. How's everybody doing? And we are live. All right. So today is going to be a good day. I hope everybody's holidays went well. I am getting ready for next year still, and that means really trying to finish out this year strong. And so instead of taking this week off, I'm actually going to take the first week of January off. And I'm going to be writing this week a lot. In fact, I think I'm going to expand the scope of my writing sprints, my streamed sprints, because they're working really, really well. And so today I am doing sort of a lot of admin work to get myself set up. I'm doing some plotting. I'm doing a bunch of stuff like that. And my assumption is that we're not going to get quite as many people this week as we did last week, because, at least watching the stream, because at the end of the day, we are going to be, or a lot of people are on vacation. But, oh man, Mike needs to submit 2 manuscripts by January 1st. Whew, it's a lot. I have one that I need to work on, and I have another that I would love to get done by the end of this week, but there's no way. There's no way. Yeah, I have 120,000 words that I owe Athon to. Actually, one of the guys from Athon just literally messaged me about it and was like, "Hey, where is that?" Well, I'm working on it. That's what I like to say. So, question, how is my latency? I tried doing the really low latency on here. So let me know if there's still a major delay on what I'm talking about. But I don't want to do that. Woo. All right. So, hey, book number 4 of the Tower series is now available on audiobook. I just got an email telling me that was the case. Yeah. So if you have not checked it out already, go ahead and check it out. If you're into it, if it's something that you follow. How's my sound doing as well? I don't have enough desk space. I might need to get a gator arm or something for here. But I'm always concerned that I'm not close enough to my mic. So today I'm going to be working on some plotting. Today's stream is going to be really trying to narrow down on what I need to write this week. I have a couple of things that I'm working on. And one thing that I'm really excited about, I don't know if any of you play TTRPGs, specifically Dungeons and Dragons, but I am developing a Battle Mage Farmer one-shot, D&D one-shot. And I'm really excited about it. And that's for a project that's coming up next year. Starting a game company called Zero Strategy Games, and we're going to be putting out a bunch of stuff, gaming related. But one of the things that we're sort of kicking off the year with is a Battle Mage Farmer D&D one-shot. So I'm very pumped about that. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it takes place during the first 3 books of probably during the first book or the end of the first book, maybe the beginning of the second book of the Battle Mage Farmer series. And yeah, I'm super pumped. Super pumped. But there will be more information on that coming in January. We should be kicking off the year with a bang. Hopefully we do. Looks like we're adding a couple of people. We have about 6 minutes until we get started with our sprints. One thing I want to do is make sure, or I think I want to do is I might try getting on a little bit earlier and getting on like 8:30 tomorrow and chatting until 9 and then kicking off sprints at 9. DragonCon next year, I will absolutely be going to DragonCon. I am not booking yet. I applied to be, well, I'll get on at 8:30. I won't start running sprints till 9, but I'm going to do 9 to 1. I'm going to give that a try because it seems like it would be great for actually getting work done. Wow. My camera just washed out. Whoo. Yeah. DragonCon. Absolutely going to DragonCon. Super looking forward to it. I had a blast this past year. It was really great to meet people. I haven't signed up yet because I'm waiting to see if I get accepted as an attending professional. And if I get attending professional, then that sort of changes some of my plans, but most likely I won't. I'm not fancy enough, or I'm not important enough for them to know who I am. And even if they did know who I was, who knows? Who knows if there'd be space? I don't really have a huge desire to do... I don't really have a huge desire for to do panels and stuff like that. I like panels and I like speaking, but that week I think I would rather not be tied down to a lot of stuff because I find the most value in the conversations, that kind of thing. Yeah, Athon did a great table this past year. It was a blast standing there and selling stuff. Selling books. It really was super fun. Getting to meet other Athon authors was awesome. Yeah, it was a good time. And I think they're going again. I think they're doing it again. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of information on what's happening around DragonCon. They run kind of last minute anyways, so we will see. How was everybody's Christmas? If you celebrated. If you didn't celebrate, how was your day yesterday? Hopefully you had a good day. Yeah. Melis was awesome. He was super fun. all of the younger Athon authors were just really fun to meet and hang out with. Wickedly smart. Hello. Welcome to sprinting. So we're going to be getting going in about 3 minutes. Yeah, you should absolutely come. You should absolutely come. The pace is frantic. It is. It was but it was so fun. I think a very different vibe than Vegas. Vegas is 20 books. I'm really interested to know what, or to see what 20 books is going to evolve into, right? Author Nation is the new platform that's going to be running the convention, and I'm really curious. But man, very different vibes. And yeah, I don't know if it's your speed. I don't know if it's your speed. Well, no, it's probably not. But you should come anyways because it's going to be awesome. Yeah, the Lit RPG Under the Sea was an event at DragonCon that was really cool. It was put together by a bunch of the publishers, Sound Booth Theater, Athon, Mountaindale, a bunch of other people. Podium was there, like a bunch of different authors or of different publishers put that event together, and it was cool. It was cool. A lot of people came, crazy number of people came. I think they had 250 tickets. They sold 850. The room just was packed. I didn't stay the whole time. I sort of stayed long enough to make my appearance, and then we headed off because I had some meetings. Yeah, and the question of like what's the relative value of it? That's a tough question. That's a tough question because it's different from 20 books because it's less get my music going here. It's less about is that playing? Okay. No, I just canceled my music. But what am I trying to say? DragonCon is less about the like professional aspect and it's more about the like relational aspect than 20 books or Author Nation. I need to start calling it Author Nation. But it is time. We are late, folks. We are late. It is time to get going with our sprints. So we're going to do exactly that. Yeah, absolutely. It's more about meeting readers and building relationships and that kind of stuff. But we'll talk about that in a sec. Oop, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Fantastic, folks. We are going to be kicking this sprint off. So let's start working into it. Coming off of the holiday, we're just going to be working into it slowly, and that's okay. Let's get this done. right, folks. That is our first sprint done. Whew. How was it going? Hey, Brandon. What's up? Foxy. That's okay. You can't sprint. Jump in the next one if you can. We're going to be sprinting for a while now, until 12-ish today. And then tomorrow, once again, we're going to be sprinting from 9 to 1. I'll jump on here at 8:30 to say hi to everybody. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you got done. I was plotting today, and I will be plotting for the rest of the sprints. But basic, I was able to plot my what I'll call my core outline. And I got all 47 chapters written out, so I have a sense of where this book is going to be going. I'm excited for it. Yeah, this one's going to be interesting. This is a little bit of a different spin, but I think it'll be good. But yeah, hopefully your sprints went well. We're going to be jumping back in 7 minutes. So in the meantime, make sure that you are stretching and getting some of that stiffness out. Maybe I should set up a camera and do like yoga in between. How would that be? That'd be awkward. I'm really bad at yoga. I'm not flexible at all. So, but let me know how your sprint went. We'll be jumping back in a few minutes. So I have a question here. Can I ask how you guys go about plotting your chapters? Do you like plan everything down to the last detail, or do you plan what you want to happen and write in the details later? So I have a multi-stage process, and I try to walk through. I can't show you on this computer, but maybe sometime I will. And I'll just do as part of one of the streams, I'll show you my process. But I start with super high level, a couple words about each chapter. So just a basic summary, 3 to 4 words, what's going to happen. And that's super high level. And then I go in and I fill in a couple of things. I fill in character growth, where the person is in their character arc. I fill in where the conflict arc is, like the major milestones of the conflict arc. And then I go back and I fill in on each scene, I fill in 4 to 5 points about what happens in that scene. And then I also, because I'm writing lit RPG, I write in all of the system growth. So if it's a pure lit RPG, then it's like, when do the numbers go up? And if it's progression fantasy, then it's what am I trying to say? If it's progression fantasy, it's when is there some sort of advancement of what's going on. But I do that sort of big picture, getting more and more specific as I go down. Knowing also that I'm probably going to be making some adjustment for the as I'm going, as I'm working on it, I'll be switching into I'll be adjusting my plot as I go. Wow. That was really hard to say for some reason. Really hard to say. But suffice it to say, it's wider to narrower, sort of more basic in general to more specific. And because I have that downward funnel, it helps me to really focus in on the story. And so I'm expecting to completely plot this book, everything that I will do for my plotting from in the next 2 sprints. Okay. So I'm just planning on just getting it all done. And when I use that method of starting general and starting high level and then moving down, what I'll find is that as I'm writing, in my upper bands, my more general bands, I'm coming up with specifics that I'll just drop in to the lower levels. And then when I go back through, that helps me keep my mind sort of focused and on track for where I'm going. So yeah, hopefully that's helpful. We have 3 more minutes until we are going to be jumping right back into our sprinting. Question, is 10 minutes enough between sprints? It tends to go really fast for me, but that's because I'm talking during that time. I think 10 minutes is probably pretty good for between sprints. But again, still trying to figure all of this out. Let me know for you if that's going to work. Let me figure some things out here. I need to look at my schedule. All right. All right. So 1 minute, we're going to be getting back into it. Yeah, see, that's what I found too. 10 minutes seems to be good because it's not so long that you get out of what you're doing, but it's just enough time to sort of refresh you. But less than 60 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be jumping right back into our sprinting. Again, setting 31 minutes. Woohoo! Oh, nice. I love that. Going to be doing some remote work. That sounds good. I will not. I normally, when I go on vacation, I normally just work straight through. But I'm going to be actually taking a for real break. Yeah, Plotter is awesome. I've been converted. All right, folks, it's time to get back into it. Let's get sprinting. Alrighty, folks. That is our second sprint of the day done. How'd you all do? Once again, I am plotting. So I got details through chapter 15 done. That's what I did. Oh, man. These sorts of sprints, I actually find more tiring than my dictation sprints. I don't know why. I'm not sure exactly what that is. Like what it is about thinking, about plotting that just makes it so hard for me to work. But that's how it is. So I am, I find my shoulders get really, really tight. Yeah, man, I get tight. But let me know how it has been for you. Let's see what we got here. All right. Whew. So, we've got 7 minutes before our next go round. We're going to be doing one more sprint today, keeping it to 3, just trying to sort of ease back into this. But again, tomorrow we're going to be expanding. We're going to be running from, I'm going to be getting on at 8:30 to chat, and then from 9 to 1. We're going to be running sprints. So hopefully that should be 6 total half-an-hour sprints. You can jump in for any of them that are going to work for you. And we're going to try to get some good work done. That's the goal. That's the goal. But let me know how it's working for you. And whether we need any adjustments to these streams or not. Yeah. I don't know. Hey, 2 pages of plotting. I love it. I love it. Do you plot, just out of curiosity, do you plot, do you plot in like detail or is it high level? I'm always curious about that, how different people get their work done. Yeah, I'm always curious how that works. I imagine that it's going to be this week in between Christmas and New Year's is going to be pretty pretty quiet, just because most people aren't doing a whole lot of work. But I need to get some things done. So here we are. We're going to be writing. Or in this case, today, I'm plotting, and then I will be writing for the rest of the week. You know, I say that I'm not going to be writing next week. I sort of wonder if I'm going to maybe sneak a little bit in. I do like writing. And I feel like when I go for any length of time without writing, I start to get really antsy. I start to feel like, I don't know how much I like it. UPS keeps sending me messages for things that I didn't purchase. I think my wife is purchasing things, and they keep sending the messages to me. I don't know why I'm getting them, but for some reason my email's on there. Maybe my wife didn't want to give them her email address. Who knows? Yeah, I think that taking breaks is a good idea. We never want to write to the point of burnout. And by pacing ourselves, we can really keep a good rhythm, keep ourselves from sort of falling apart. So I definitely think that it's worthwhile to take breaks. I'm actually supposed to be on a break now. I'm supposed to be taking this entire month off, and I have taken none of this month off except for yesterday. I don't know if that's because I'm a workaholic. I don't know if it's something else. But I just, instead of taking the month off, I just worked. One of the things that I have noticed is that the longer I've been a writer, the harder it has been for me to take time off. It's like I don't know what to do with myself when I'm not writing. Sometimes I'll load up a video game and be like, hey, I'm going to play a video game. And then after 2 minutes, I'll turn off the video game and I'll start writing. I think I have a problem. That sounds like a problem to me. But what I do know is that in 2 minutes, we're going to be back to it. We're going to be sprinting once again. And this sprint is going to be the last of them. But it's going to be a good one. Hey, if you're going to be addicted to something, being addicted to writing is the thing to be addicted to. But I hope you guys are having a good holiday season, and I hope things are going well for you. And I hope that your writing is coming along. A lot of plotting today. I don't see anybody who's actually putting words down, but it's all good. We're going to get our plotting in so that we can clear the way for ourselves to write tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a hardcore writing day. I'm going to be diving in with both feet and really trying to put some words out. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will be hardcore into writing. We'll see how that goes. But hopefully, with my plot completely done, I will be able to, I'll be able to push it through. So we only have 1 minute until we jump into our sprint. So let's go ahead and get that all set up. But I will say that, sometimes you're just not going to be excited about writing. And that might not be burnout. That might just be that writing is hard. But if you are consistently not excited to get into writing or while you're writing, then yeah, I would agree. You're probably starting to burn out. Speaking of burnout, let's add to it. We are going to be starting our sprint here. So let's get it. All right there, folks. That is it. That was our final sprint for today. We had 3 sprints. I plotted up through about chapter 30, which I'm pretty excited about. And I'm pretty pumped with where this book is going. It's going to be a little bit different than I anticipated, but that's always the way it is. I don't think I've ever written a book that I didn't say that about it, that, it's been just a little bit different. But thanks so much for joining me for these sprints. Once again, we are going to be sprinting tomorrow, sort of focused writing time. We're going to be really trying to crank it out. And we're going to be kicking it off at 8:30. We'll have about half an hour to get ready for our sprints, and then starting at 9, we are going to be going. We'll be sprinting all the way through to 1 o'clock. We're going to try it. We'll see how it goes. These first streams are really just sort of exploratory to figure out next year what sort of thing I'm going to be able to do. And so we'll see how it goes. But thank you all so much for sprinting with me. I hope that this was helpful to you, and I will see you tomorrow. See ya.